Welcome back to Nazz's Fine Findings, the show where I shouldn't be putting all this money. For this episode we have a variegated selection of games, starting with Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Neo, or Budokai Tenkaichi 2 as it is known in the West. If we want to keep it nice and friendly, I am not into Dragon Ball at all, but I spent my good time as a kid destroying analog sticks on this wonderful game. Next up is a Japanese copy of Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance. I am trying to build up a decent Kingdom Hearts collection, which is hard considering how many spin-off editions, reissues and merch this franchise managed to spawn. Also, I don't have a Nintendo 3DS, so I cannot play this. One more treat from Japan, Lupin III, The Castle of Cagliostro, the game adaptation of one of the most famous and appreciated Lupin movies. It is unfortunately missing its spine card, but everything else is present and in perfect shape. This is pretty different, isn't it? I got this nice little typewriter for $5 and I figured I would include it in the Fine Findings. I really like typewriters, so why a typewriter? Must be a reason, right? There's definitely a reason. It's a message. He's trying to tell us something. Yo, it's a typewriter. You know what's a reference? Means? Got it. There Let's go. No other explanation, boys. It's a hit. For real. Here we are. Like all typewriters these days, it was super dusty and in need of a cleanup, and I had to replace the ink ribbon with a fresh, brand new one. You hardly see these ribbons coming out of their package in 2023, but oh, will you look at that? It seems like the old owner's spirit was trapped inside the typewriter. They must be trying to tell us something. Let's give them a happy little piece of paper. This one comes from my childhood. There is a couple of different Casper games on the PS1, but I remember playing this as a little kid and miserably failing at getting anywhere with it. As far as I remember, this Casper game plays as a Zelda-like. It is set in the movie's manner, but areas are locked and full of puzzles that require you to discover and master new mechanics. I want to give it a shot as an adult with an adult brain and see what happens. Resident Evil Remake doesn't need introduction. I already have this in its Nintendo Wii Archives edition, but I was really looking for a GameCube copy to complement my RE0, RE3 and RE4. On the GameCube I'm only missing Resident Evil 2 and Code Veronica. On my hunt for cheap copies of Assassin's Creed, I stumbled upon a nice one of the second installment. I still have to play it, so I installed it right away, only to discover that retail copies don't really work anymore and you needed to activate the code on the Ubisoft Steam knockoff thing. Unsurprisingly though, the code had already been redeemed by the previous owner of the game, so no Assassin's Creed 2 for now. I don't really know what I was expecting from a second-hand PC game with a code. Ah, good old Alice. I played this years ago on the PS3 and had a blast, so this nice cheap Xbox 360 copy had to come with me. Terrible sticky stickers from a dumb video game shop also came with me, so I had to gently remove them and try to clean the messy glue the best I could. Always loved stickers. Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. On PC, in mint conditions with sealed postcards, for a very good price. It had to be mine, but wait, no, I've learned my lesson with Assassin's Creed 2. Before buying this one, I actually made sure with the seller that the code hadn't been redeemed on Steam. Games for Windows Live keys can still be redeemed on Steam, making these kind of older games somewhat playable, and digital keys for Dark Souls PTD are on sale for anything between $150 and $250 thanks to inflation. Also, not all games for Windows Live games are compatible with Steam, and the lists of compatible games available online are all fucking different, so this game was still a gamble. I ended up buying it anyways, and here is the recording of me very calmly trying to redeem the game on Steam. Oh my god, it worked! Oh man, we have it! We made it! PTD 2023, the world is mine! Oh yeah! This one is just the cutest! A wonderful custom Clonoa pin with the happy Matesville design. Lovely. Oh, I forgot to mention this full set of Kinder Pinguin phone cards with drawings that won a contest back in the days. They are really nice and officially complete my collection of Kinder Pinguin related phone cards.